Hey everybody, welcome to XLR Systems. Today we're going to give you a rundown on our container setups. So shipping containers, anything that you can put inside of a container. These setups are all 20 by 40 foot shipping containers. Over here on the right hand side we've got some pretty basic setups. In this container here, these 5 tons cover 15,000 watts, 60,000 BTUs. We recommend putting in around 12 lights, and then any extra wall fans or CO2 in there will equal around 15,000 watts. You'll be able to have a full shipping container of grown cannabis or leafy greens. This is great for guys that are just starting out or for craft growers. Setting up the system inside the container is pretty simple. It's just hanging it to the ceiling with our hanging kits, and on the back side of the container, right back here, is where you would see the outdoor condensers. For guys that want to get a little bit more technical and expand on their growing setups, these containers, these are a lot more high-tech. They're vertical growing racks compared to just having a container that's wide open and full of space for you to put product in, like the basic containers there. You've got one where you've got literally your whole station inside with working shelves. We'll go inside the container and check it out, and you can see the vertical growing racks where all the vegetation will grow from the bottom up. At the top here, that's where all your airflow is going to basically rain down through all the product and throughout the containers. That's where you're going to have your worker, and they're going to have all their tools and all their plants and pots, and that's basically how they're going to take care, maintenance, and grow inside of that space. These containers are all very custom. The return air on this system is pretty high up in the air. In these containers you can fully customize anything and have your return air over here down at the base of the vertical racks. Makes it really easy to set up these spaces. For the fabric ducting there, we've got the basic 30 footer. On this one we've got a lay flat duct where it's flat on one side and it sits right flush to the ceiling, and the air only comes out of the bottom half of the duct. That's to maximize your space inside these containers. You run out of square footage very quickly once you start putting all of your things in and getting everything set up. The best part about our containers is our systems, our 5 tons, remove 400 pints of water, so if you set this container up anywhere in the middle of nowhere, all you would need is a generator to create power to be able to run the system. The system would give you enough water to be off grid and still water your plants with the water coming out of the systems that gets dehumidified out of the air. Our systems can literally be placed in this shipping container. You can drop it anywhere on planet Earth and literally plug it in with a generator and start growing anywhere. Our systems are great. They basically work down to minus 40 up to 90 degrees before they derate. We don't have any issues with our systems in Alaska dealing with minus 30, 40 degree weather, and we've had no issues with our systems out in the desert. R value does play an issue when it comes to these containers, because most containers don't have a high R value to protect what's happening inside the container. So those are the things to take into effect and take into play when setting up any of these styles. And as you can see, you can do the basic, and you can get as complicated and as dense as you want with any of your setups.